We'll start the step 1.5, review material inventory. So we've done this in the past. So you can follow the instruction on the previous video, or we can just type in MB52 in the comment box here. And make sure you are in the first page of SAP to execute a new transaction. Click on Enter. Now again, you need to search for your material. Okay, but we can still remember the material numbers EPAN 1 and then the last 3 digits of your username. For me it's 002. You can choose to fill in this information if you want, but you can leave it blank. Okay, if you just, because we are going to check only the inventory in Miami Distribution Center, so just type MI00. Okay, let's execute this. Now, well, because I did this part twice, the previous video has no sound, so what it's shown here may not be the right number. So for me, I have 50, but probably for you guys, this should be 0. Okay, but this is way how you check inventory, and you need to check the rest of the 4 materials. Now let's also review the vendor account balance, and we did this in the past. And go back to the first page and go to accounting, financial accounting, account payable, and account display balances. So meaning that, okay, we need to check if there's any balance on the account payable to our vendor. Okay, so double click on this and you need to enter the vendor number and US 0 for company code, fiscal year 2015. So the vendor, we need to search for that. Make sure you are in the vendor general tab and type in your last 3 digits of your SAP username. For me, it's this, into the search term. And find Olympic protective gear. Double click that and then click on execute. You see the balances. For the balances it's here because I've done this in the past, so your number could be different, or you could just see a Windows is no data found. That's alright, because at this point of time the balance should be 0. So it looks a little bit different from what you've seen here. Alright, let's move on to the step 2. So after you have created the purchase requisition and the purchasing department head has reviewed the requisition and authorized the purchase. So what you need to do right now is to turn that purchase requisition into a standard purchase order. So step 2 is to create that purchase order and send the order to the vendor. Okay. Well, you can follow the navigation to under logistics, material management, purchasing order, and create. Yeah, open this, and now you can question 19 to 21 asks the transaction code for create, display, and change. You can see create we use because later on you use this one, vendor and supplying plant known. So that is the transaction code to create a purchase order. There are several others, but choose this one. And then you can see change and display. So there are 2 other transactions. You can copy paste the transaction code into the PDF file. So now double click on the vendor supplying plant known. So this enters into the create purchase order screen. And now you can see over here something like document overview. Maybe you don't have this. Let's go back. Uh, if you don't have this, look at the top of this document overview off. If I turn this off, and you don't see that column. So if and also if you have some other columns, there's a cross sign, and you can just close that by clicking on the cross sign to close that. So we don't need that. Most of the time when you first open this, you don't have the document overview on. So click on document overview on, you will see this information. Okay. And so now what we can see, what you need to do is to fill in some of these things over here. Okay. So top field shopping cart icon. This is shopping cart icon, and make sure this is standard purchase order PO and vendor number. Okay. You need to enter the vendor number on the right of vendor, this word. Okay. And what you need to do is to click on search again, enter your 3-digit number, and choose the Olympic protected gear. That's your vendor number. Okay. And let's go to the document overview. So you'll see this, and what you need to do is to sometimes, because this is the second time I record this video, it looks a little bit different, because once you've done something and the system remember it, so it will look a little bit different. So if you read the PDF file, where you enter this thing, and you may be prompted to enter the purchasing organization number and also the purchasing group. So that is something over here. So if you see this screen, just enter US00 here and purchasing group for N00, company code US00. Okay, and then what you need to do is to, in the document overview column, select this selection variant. Click on that, and you see there are some other things. So what you need to do is to click on my purchase requisitions. So you create the purchase requisitions, so you can display your purchase requisition here. Click on that, and this is what I completed in the past. So for me, you can see only 10. That means the first line. For your guy, you should see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, because you have 5 materials. I've purchased only 1. What you need to do is to highlight the purchase requisition number. Do not double click on that. If you double click on that, you need to start this process again. Just exit all the program, exit to the first page of the SAP system, and then repeat this process again. So if you single click on my purchase requisition number, and then you need to click on a second button called adopt. So meaning that you are working on the purchase requisition right now. Click adopt, and now there's something like that. But for me, there's an error message, but you guys maybe don't have this one, because I've done this. Just keep repeating this. So the quantity, if you don't, you should be able to find the quantity there because we put 50 there. But if you don't, just type in the 50. And now you can see the screen actually will have three sections. So actually header, item overview, and item detail. So what you need to do is to click on, let me see, starting me from sum of organization level. Okay. We need to take a look at the item overview, this part. And now you need to also enter the net price. Okay, the net price you have no idea what price is right now. This should be empty on your side. So you have to check the prices for each of the 5 materials here. So what you can do is double click on the material number that will bring you to the materials master data. So double click on that. So this is display material, EPAD, and you need to find the price for this material. So what you can do is to go to this button. So it lists all the tabs available. The price information is in the accounting 1 tab. Let's go to accounting 1 and looking for the moving price. Moving price. So this price is calculated by moving average in the past. So this is a way for the managers to do some calculating on the prices, on cost type of things. So anyway, you just copy this price and click on backward and go to the create purchase order section and enter the net prices, the net price over there. That's 37.7, 37.5. And after that, you can take a look at the header information, and you can click on conditions. If you click on conditions, you'll see here's a net value for this purchase order, 1,875. Yours should be different because I purchased only once. So you can enter the information over here under the question 22. Now what you need to do is click on enter, and if there's any error you need to collect, but there's nothing for you guys. There should be some warning message, maybe some warning message. You just click OK. If you see this type of yellow thing, that's okay. If you do not see the red or error, you're good to go. So what you need to do is to next is to click on save. If you click on save, it's a standard purchase order created. Double click on that, and you can copy this number to your PDF file. So yours maybe look a little bit different, but this is the procedure you need to do. So for the next part, again, to review the material inventory and the account balance. So you need to exit this and enter MB52 again to execute this transaction, and you can see enter this information and click OK. And for you guys, just recall what you have done. You have just placed the purchase order with the vendor. So do you have the products in your inventory, in your warehouse? Probably not. Should be 0. Okay. For me, because I've done this, I have a 50 here, and also with the balance account, and it could be 0. Okay. Alright, if you see any problems, let me know.